Here's my peace lily. It's not in the best of conditions right now. It got that way because I just kind of neglected this plant, right? It needed to be watered and I didn't water it. It wasn't getting ideal light conditions either. And I let that go on for a little too long. And then it got to the point where everything just kind of looked dead and it was hard for me to tell what was dead and what was alive. And there were so many leaves on this plant because there are multiple plants grouped in here. It was just a lot. So, in order to save this plant, I decided that I would cut it all back and then allow it to rejuvenate itself. So I really wish that I had gotten a video of what it looked like before I cut it all back. But you can probably imagine. So I literally cut all the leaves off top of this. And here's one that I thought I cut. Didn't realize that I hadn't cut it, but I honestly thought I cut everything. There are a few stragglers in here, but I thought I cut everything down. You will see that there are points of growth. If you get down in here and look, we've got green. There's a lot of green in here, and the roots are in good condition. So this plant definitely has an opportunity to rebound. I just need to do things a little differently to set it up for the best chance at success. So what I did was, again, I cut all the leaves back just so I could monitor this plant a little more closely every day to see what's going on. I then bottom watered this plant. I keep all my plants sitting in trays because bottom watering is what works for me. And so I went at this with a peroxide mixture and I let it soak overnight, right? And I think that's why some of these leaves are perking up on here. Because this plant was just so dehydrated, it got moisture back in different parts, different areas of the plant is starting to come alive for me. When I watered it, that was a peroxide mixture. I don't have the exact amount. It's probably 1/3 peroxide to a liter of water. And I just poured it in here and I let it sit overnight, let the roots take that water up. I generally probably wouldn't let it sit that long. I would probably only leave the water to soak for a couple of hours, but I went to bed and I left it. And when I got up the next morning, this this tray was just as dry as you see it is now because this plant was in a severe drought. Now, when I move this, it's weighty. There's weight to it, so I know that it's good and watered. No more water is going in here. I'm probably gonna let it continue what it's currently doing for another week or so because it shouldn't need to be rewatered before then. And at the time when it needs more water, and I'm gonna know this because I have moisture meters that I can place into the soil. I can place a moisture meter in the soil, check the level to see if it needs more water, and then also when the water is gone, it's going to be lighter and much easier to lift. So those are two ways you can know if your plant needs water really quickly. At that time, I'll have to determine if we're going to leave everything in here or if I'm going to split this. And I'm right now at this moment in my heart, I'm a little torn on what is the best decision for that. I don't know. This is my second go around with the peace lily. I think I understand them more than I did the first time, and I know kind of where I went wrong. However, I'm scared to split this, right? That's normal. A good bit of caution, nothing wrong with it. So I just have to make a decision.